So today we're going to be doing a tutorial and full review of TradingView.com, but we are going to be doing a mobile tutorial today. So the page you currently see me on is going to be the one that's lit up in blue, and this is my watch list that I've named Forex.com. These are the 4 pairs that I like to look at. So I'm just going to click on one of them, gold, and you can see how the chart pops up. It tells me what price gold is at, what percentage is gone up. It gives me a review over the last day, 6 months, 5 days. And then also down here it tells me the volume, the pre-close price, open price, and then the days range. So all of those things are good to know. When you want to get to the actual chart of your pair, you do have to scroll up a little, and to your right hand side there'll be a box with like a lightning bolt in it, and you just want to click on that. Once we click on that, y'all, I'm just going to adjust the time frame it's showing me I'm on. So I've went to the 4 hour, and as you can see, there's a bar that I'm moving back and forth across the screen. This is going to be the bar that you use to place any of your trading markups, the rectangles, the horizontal lines, any text you may want to add into the screen, the fib. It allows me to place the fib, as you guys can see right there. And then I also have another, I have 2 rectangle boxes. One I use for main support and resistance, and then the other one I use for like if there's a support I want to be aware of that's not technically considered the main support and resistance. So also got some trend lines and some eclipse just to show us where we are in the market. And so I'll be the first one to tell you guys, I do not recommend trading on the phone. However, I do realize that everybody is not able to have access to the same tools. So this is for all of my people who may not have access to a laptop. All you have is your phone. So you can see the current view we're viewing. Trading view is, just straight up and down. But my recommendation, if you must trade on your phone, and we're still going to get into all of the specs, and I'm going to show you guys how to mark up this chart during this tutorial. But the first thing that we're going to have to do before we do is turn our phone to the side. Okay, so turning our phone to the side, it gives us a better view of what's actually going on in the market. One of the main reasons we lose trades, one of the main reasons that, our trade analysis doesn't work out is because either we're, not seeing everything in the market, or we haven't been as patient as we should have been to see such a trade play out. So I'm just going to take my first level and get it marked up. Okay. Okay. And I'm just adding some support and resistance to the chart. So this other color box that I'm gonna use right now, you guys, actually I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete that box and draw it again. Okay. So this box I use, you guys, if there are zones within the zone that I'm marking up that I think are important. So within this 2400 to this 20 350 area. There is a big zone that price was consolidating and going up and down. And then we can see when we got to this support right here that price broke up, came back, retested this zone, and shot back out of this zone to continue up. So the closer you get into the chart, the more you can see. So now we know where our zones are. We can use things like our trend line. And I'm just trying to use all the tools, you guys, so that you can see how it's done on mobile. Okay? So I'm just dropping its trend line into the chart so that I can keep up with where I'm at. All right. So I've got that trend line on, and I'm going to place one more information box. And I'm calling it information box because this just simply tells me the information of where price is at currently. So price is currently above the 24.75 area. We're currently around 25.08 and still looking very, very bullish. So even though this video is not supposed to be a trading tutorial, you guys can take steps from this tutorial to write them down, because this is actually how I mark up my chart on a laptop. So this is how you can do it on a laptop or on your phone. For those of us who just have our phone, this is the best way to look at the market with it turned to the side, just in all honesty. So now that I see my bias is that we're bullish, I'm going to scroll down to the 2-hour time frame so that I can see what the price has done. And if we look at the 2-hour time frame, was coming up, it came up to this 24.80 level. It retraced, tested back at 24.40, and then it shot right back up because we never broke the lows of 24.20. And we shot up right past 24.80. Signs like that, and then also seeing this triple bottom at the 24.40 area, we know that this is a good area to take buys, at least up to the 24.80 area, because that's where we see our last resistance at. But as you can see, we shot through that, so there were probably many people who held their trades, especially if they scaled down to a 30-minute time frame to see that all price did in this zone was simply retest to make sure that it wasn't going to collapse back down into that 24.40 area. And as you can see, after we retested that 24.80 area, we shot all the way up to 25.08, and that's where price is currently sitting. So I would put this as a minor level, because this is a level within the market that I see prices came to. It's not the main level, because the main level was already retested at 24.80. So we could potentially see another retest at 2,500 and price shoot back up, or it could drastically drop back down into our zone. So when price gets to levels like these, all you can really do is wait. There's nothing else for you to do but wait. So now that we've got that marked up, we can also pull out a fib. The fib just allows you to, give me 1 second because I put this upside down. All right, so okay, so I'm flipping it around, y'all, so that it can be on there right. So since we're bullish and I'm expecting a buy, I've placed a fib to see where price could potentially, I've placed the fib to see where price can potentially go. So as you can see, we came into the 61.8 fib area. We broke out of that, never came back for a true retest. So I will actually remove, this is why it's important to mark up the chart as you go, because I will actually now remove this zone because I know that the fib level has not been retested around 24.70. So with that in mind, what I would be looking for is for price to come down here, come back down here, come into this zone, create a pattern in this zone, and then shoot back up. And when I say create a pattern in the zone, I mean something like this retest that you see in this area, something like this double bottom that you see in this area, or something like this double bottom that you see in this area. So all of these are good signs when you get to zones that you're interested in the market, that you want to see price react to and go back to a certain level. But always when price gets to the zone that you're interested in, you want to make sure that you are waiting for a pattern to be printed before you just decide to execute on the move, because price can do whatever it wants once it's in your zone, and that's something that we have to remember. So you can also set alerts on your trades. So I'm going to set an alert. And again, I don't recommend mobile, but if you guys absolutely have to. So the fib level, to just keep our charts clean, I'm going to place this alert at 24.70. I'm going to do it every time. And I'm going to watch for buys. Okay, so that's everything that I'm going to put, and I'm going to create that. And now as you see right here, I have an alert for when price comes back to this area that I'm interested in buying from, because it made a big move from this area. I'm going to get an alert. And when that alert sounds off, I will open my phone and check to see what's going on. Now, once you place the alert, it's okay to remove your fib level so that your eyes are not cluttered on the chart, because you already know where you should be looking to buy. Okay? So the only thing that I do remove from my chart is fib levels, and sometimes the lower level resistance or support boxes that are not main for the trend. So I hope this tutorial has been informative. I'm also going to show you guys to the side how you can scroll to get to your pairs that you're trying to go to. And again, if you don't see, I'm going to turn the phone back around. As you can see, once you've turned the phone back around, you have way less of a view of the market. And so it's really hard to mark up a chart when you're only seeing half of it. That's why when you start marking it up, you want to make sure you get that side profile so that you can truly see what's going on in the market, because you can't mark it up like this. It's very hard because you can't see. So keep that in mind, you guys. Just turn the phone to the side. Yeah, so. But we already know what's currently going on because we've already did our analysis. And I just want to point out some of these double tops and some of these double bottoms. These are really good patterns to get in the market at. As you can see, when it creates a double top or a double bottom, price always likes to continue in a pattern. And from this double bottom right here, we shot all the way up to that 24.80 level. So just keep that in mind, you guys. You can also use the edit tab to lock your chart, see any of the tools that you want that aren't popping up, because as you can see, the ones that are popping up in that little bar for me are the ones that I favorited because they are the ones that I use the most. So that's what this bar is right here. These are the things I use the most when it comes to trading, and so that's why they're favorited. You can also go down below and look at people's ideals that they have for the upcoming week. You can search any pair that you might like using the search bar at the top. And it just allows you to have more insight on what could possibly be going on and what people are seeing for the week upcoming. This allows you to explore stocks, ETFs, and cryptos. And if you guys want to know what tab I'm currently on, each tab lights up blue when you're in that section. So as you can see, it's just giving us some news on what price has done with, whatever pairs that it's done it with. So all of this is good to look at and when trading. So I hope that this video shows you how to use TradingView on a mobile phone and gives you, the best tips. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know down below and I would love to see them. Thank you.